No, I'm not a writer.
Okay.
Hello y'all, welcome back to The Real Evvonne. In this video I'm going to talk about Clonade, which is it's about cloning, okay? And I want to do this video, it's not going to be that long, but I want to do this video because there are people out here that still don't believe that these cloning centers exist and they are real. So that's why I want to talk about it. And I do understand it's hard to find a lot of these places because they are private, but I wanted to share this particular one with you called Clonade. They call themselves pioneers in human cloning. And if you look on the screen, this is from the first page of their website. So we're going to get into it a little bit. So when I went on their news, they have a tab called News. One of the first things that you see, they commend Michael Jackson. They call him a pioneer vision of cloning. And they reaffirmed their privacy policy because maybe everybody didn't know he was part of Clonade. Because after Las Vegas, July 8th, after fielding numerous inquiries about the possible cloning of Michael Jackson, you're seeing on the screen, Dr. Bridget, I'm not even going to attempt to say her last name, but you can see it on the screen, and she's French, who's the head of Clonade, reaffirmed the company's policy of strictly respecting the privacy of each of its patients. Clonade prides itself on never releasing the identity of the numerous individuals who have been cloned in the past 6 years. Okay? So people to think that this is not real amongst celebrities, right there. Okay? They're also going to say it's important for us that the celebrities, I underline that for you, that the celebrities and other interested parties contacting us know they wouldn't be betrayed. God dang it, I don't know why they got like these little symbols and shit, but they wouldn't be betrayed. And she also went to go on to say that express her admiration for Michael Jackson as an artist and also commending his courage and expressing his support for human cloning at the time when it was getting much negative publicity in the press. Michael was a visionary who wasn't afraid to embrace new technologies, she said. His interest in cloning is being revealed now since he was a pioneer in his views about it back in 2002. And his fans ought to know about it. This is what she's saying. This is why they're sharing it. Cloning is still making headlines 6 years after the birth of the first clone child. Okay? Surprisingly, large number of requests for, to be cloned come from, well, they say surprise. This isn't a surprise to me. It comes from the Los Angeles, Hollywood area. So when you see people like me, other YouTubers do videos talking about these celebrities, the clones and shit like that, here's your confirmation. This is real as fuck. And these places like this are contacted to clone these people. Okay? That's your proof. This is a real ass site. This is real. Okay? Artists welcome our technology and have given us tremendous encouragement. And thanks to them, the public is getting more accustomed to the idea, and hopefully the bans will soon be removed. There's bans. This is why this shit is private. This is why you don't know about like that. That's why it's so easy for certain people that's put in place to, like on YouTube, for example, to let you know, oh no, cloning's fake. It's not real. Bullshit. It is real. Okay? So she also went on to say the Clonade's sister company, StemAid, had launched an anti-aging program using stem cells derived from clone embryos. Okay? So what's in your makeup? They said that this development is also getting a good reception in the artist community. Okay? Gosh, I gotta stop saying it. Okay? Anyway, services. I already said that, Clonate is the world's leading provider of reproductive human cloning services. You hear that? We're not talking about animals here. Clonate is the world's leading provider of reproductive human cloning services. Eve, the first clone baby, was born December 26, 2012. I'm sorry, 2002. Now, here's some of the things that Clonate says they can help you with. If you're sterile, if you're homosexual and you want to have a child with your genes, or if you lost or about to lose a family member and would like to see an identical twin of that person begin a new life. If you are HIV positive and want to have a child, that would be your genetic twin without infecting either the baby or your partner. Or if you simply want to be cloned, whatever your reasons may be. Look on the screen. It is fucking right there. This is from their website. I didn't make this shit up. Okay? And of course they have an overview of their process. There's a contact form, shit like that. Okay? And on their site, of course, they have something that says yes to human cloning. That's also on the first, when you log in, that's not log in, but when you go to their website, that's the first thing you see. Did you know? Clonate is a project name. The company name under which we operate is different and is not revealed for obvious security reasons, as to protect the safety of its employees and customers. Yes, correct. See, I was going to say that. I just wanted to wait to get to this part so you can better understand. Clonate is not even the name of the fucking company. That's the name of the project. Okay? And I already told you about, them being the first human cloning company in the world. They were founded in February 1997 by Real, which is a group of investors. And I told you about this French doctor. They were talking about, like, in the summer of 2000, an American couple that wanted to develop this technology in order for them to have a baby. They contacted this doctor. They were the first major investors funding the equipment and the laboratory needed, and Clonate's first human cloning laboratory was set up in early 2001. Me personally, I believe they've been cloning before 2001. That's just me. In the summer of 2001, following several visits from U.S. government representatives in our facilities, Clonate decided to pursue its human cloning project in another country where human cloning is legal. See, again, just because you don't believe something, like, for example, it's not here in the U.S., you can keep believing that it is. But the fact of the matter is, it still goes on outside of the U.S. as well. Again, confirmation from their site. Now, I say they were founded in 1997, and their philosophy, they're tied in with this UFO religion called realism, which sees cloning as the first step in achieving immortality. So just so you have an idea of these people and who the fuck, what they believe and shit like that. Okay, so we talking about aliens and shit. Remember I did a video on that before this? About the alien cloning? There you go. Then they go on to, talk to you about what human cloning is. I'm not going into all this shit because, quite frankly, you can just go on the site and see it. But they do say they try to tell you who it's for. Brain disorders like Parkinson's or Alzheimer's, diabetes, spinal cord damage, autoimmune disorders, just to name a few things of the reasons why they tell you they clone. But hey, I believe that because, again, if you have not already seen it, I suggest you check out this movie called The Island. Because that's what they were doing. They were cloning people for specifics, like, say, the person that they was, being a clone for, like, say, the celebrity or rich person, whatever, and they needed a liver, so then you had to clone. They took that shit from the clone. You know what I mean? Like, that's what it was. So they definitely do it for stuff like that, just for body parts or organs and stuff like that. Because especially when it comes to organs, so the body don't reject it. do a clone. I know this sounds sci-fi as fuck, but it's real, y'all, okay? We're living in the Matrix if you didn't know that already. Shit, just look at all the fucking numbers. Birthday, fucking social security numbers. Look on the back of your birth certificate. Like, shit, we are in a fucking Matrix. Hey, that's another video. I ain't trying to lose nobody right now. And anyway, they say in addition, they're saying that the cloning will help to save the lives of thousands of people worldwide waiting for an organ transplant. And the way they feel they can save people, like I just told you, because by doing cloning and people just waiting for organ transplants, they don't have to wait long, because by them doing this cloning, they saying this is helping to create artificial organs. Because they said that people in third world countries, or like, it's hard. They say people are either buying them or even extracting them without the donor's consent. Remember, we talk about that over here, for example. And we know it's not just in the U.S. The organ harvesting. Yeah. See, they're letting you know that shit right here, too, about how people are taking these organs without the donor's consent. You can't even fucking call a person a donor if they didn't give their consent. So let's just call it what the fuck it is. They stealing the organs. There ain't nobody donating that shit. Not when you taking it without somebody's consent. The donor word goes out the window when you take something without somebody's permission. That's not called a donor. That's calling you stole my shit. Okay? I didn't agree to it. That's what that means. See it again? They do on this also to help create artificial organs. Okay? Please, again, if you have not already seen it, check out this movie called The Island. Look on the screen. That's what it looked like. It is on Netflix. I do know that. So check this out. I remember back when I saw when it first came out in the early 2000s. I didn't know what the fuck. I was like, oh yeah, whatever. This is a book. Like, at the time, because I was asleep, like most of us was. I was, much younger back when this first came out. I didn't know, and I'm thinking, oh, here we go, some more sci-fi type shit. But when I re-looked at it a few years ago, I'm like, oh shit, like I see everything, all that cloning and all that. Now I believe it. But this is why I keep trying to tell people that just because they telling you, ooh, something's new now, no. This shit been in the works 20-something plus years before we find the shit out. Okay? That's why I do believe that a lot of these movies, there's truth in these movies. And they show it to us in such an advanced, fashion. Like I said, this came out when? Almost 20 years ago, I believe, The Island. And look how a lot of people is just now waking up. So now, this movie, The Island, is relevant now. Because people are going to actually look at it now. Because if you look at it, that's what it's all about, the cloning. These people, it's rich people, not necessarily just celebrities. Like I said, it's just rich, wealthy people. It could be politicians, whoever the case may be. People who think they're so fucking important. Okay, that they need clones and shit. Because these motherfuckers want to live forever type shit, okay? But that's what this was about. And these clones, they don't know. They don't know shit. They don't. They don't have no soul. Like, none of that stuff. This is why when people do these videos on YouTube telling you about, oh, such and such been replaced, they a clone. Now, I always tell you, look at people's eyes, because that's the windows to the soul. These fucking clones don't have souls. These they don't have none of that shit. Just look in the damn eyes. They try as best they can to get them to act like the original person, but no, it's not always 100%. And this is why other people are able to tell when something not right and when someone has been replaced. So again, this is a project named Clonate. What is their real fucking name? Who the fuck knows? We not gonna know that. But Michael Jackson was definitely a supporter. And the reason I'm talking about Michael Jackson, well, first the fuck off, I just showed you in the very beginning because they was praising him. So what this is going to do is segue into tomorrow's video. And when I say tomorrow, I'm talking about Thursday. It's because I had to do this one first before you see the next one. Thank y'all. And I'll see y'all in the soon to come next video. Comment below your thoughts on this bullshit. Do you still doubt cloning? What are your thoughts? Comment below. Thumbs up this video. And if you're new here, please subscribe. I appreciate all of your all continued support. Have a good one. If you enjoyed this video and appreciate my work, and you would love me to continue to upload these videos, keep these cranking out for you, please support my channel by donating to my PayPal. And the link will be in the description box. And whatever you choose to do, I truly appreciate it. Thank you.
Have you ever felt? Are you listening? Damn.